I'm Dr. Claire Brooks, and Harvard tracked 90,000 people for 2 decades. What they found is sitting in your medical file right now, and almost no doctor will ever mention it during your checkup. This is your blood type, that single letter you scribbled on a form and forgot about. It isn't just for transfusions, it's much more than that. It's a biological warning system, and if you're a man over 45, you're carrying this information completely unused. Today, we break down every blood type, O, A, B, AB, the exact science behind each one, and the precise protocol built for your biology. But hold on for the ending. There's one factor that has nothing to do with your blood type letter, and it changes everything I'm about to tell you. I'll get to it. Generic health advice is written for an average human. That human doesn't exist. Your neighbor might be O, you might be A. What protects him could be quietly working against you. Let's fix that. Type O is 50,000 years old, the first blood type on Earth, and it comes with a cardiovascular advantage modern medicine is only now measuring properly. Here's the mechanism. Type O blood runs lower levels of von Willebrand factor, a clotting protein. Less clotting means freer blood flow. Think of it as built-in lubrication for your entire vascular system. Pipes stay open, pressure stays manageable, blockage risk stays low. That Harvard study found type O carries a 20% lower risk of coronary heart disease than every other blood type combined. That's not a rounding error. That's structural protection, coded into you at birth. There's more. Ancient type O populations show measurable resistance to malaria. The parasite simply binds less effectively to type O red blood cells. That resistance still shows up in your immune profile today, so type O starts ahead. But there's a blind spot almost nobody mentions. Your stomach. H. pylori, the bacterium behind ulcers, chronic gastritis, and a real driver of gastric cancer risk, attaches more easily to type O stomach lining than any other type. The receptors are simply more accessible, and H. pylori doesn't announce itself. No dramatic pain up front. It moves in silently, and over years it erodes your stomach's protective lining before symptoms ever show. Type O is the group most likely to be carrying it undetected right now. If you're type O and have never been tested for H. pylori, that's your next doctor's appointment. A breath test or stool antigen test. Cheap, fast. For you, essential. Your type O protocol. Move. Not optional. Genetic necessity. Type O runs the highest baseline dopamine and noradrenaline of any blood type. Your nervous system was built for output. Skip it, and that energy turns into restlessness, poor sleep, and metabolic drag. 30 minutes of walking daily, resistance training twice a week, non-negotiable. Guard your gut. Limit NSAIDs, ibuprofen, aspirin, unless medically necessary. They irritate everyone's stomach lining, but yours is already the most exposed. Add fermented foods weekly, kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut. 2 to 3 servings measurably strengthens your gut microbiome. And be sharper than average about food hygiene, especially with undercooked proteins and travel. Your GI recovery runs slower than other types. Type O, the strongest heart on the planet, the most exposed gut. Keep moving. Guard your stomach. Let your genetics do the rest. If you already know your blood type, drop the letter in the comments right now. I read everyone.
Type A, powerful immunity, high voltage stress. Type A is 20,000 years old, born when humans shifted from hunting to farming. Denser populations, shared food, new viral threats, and the immune system adapted by getting aggressive. Type A mounts some of the strongest antiviral responses of any blood type. That's the upside. Here's the cost. Type A blood runs higher coagulation activity, stickier platelets, more active clotting factors. A study in Circulation, one of cardiology's top journals, found type A carries a 23% higher heart attack risk than type O. Now stack a second layer on top. Type A runs the highest baseline cortisol of any blood type. In short bursts, cortisol sharpens focus. Chronically elevated, it inflames artery walls, wrecks sleep, blunts insulin sensitivity, and speeds up cognitive aging. Here's the exact mechanism. Cortisol damages your endothelium, the thin inner lining of your blood vessels. Chronically high cortisol inflames that lining and stiffens it, like rubber losing its give. Now those stickier type A platelets have exactly the rough, inflamed surface they cling to. Elevated stress hormone plus higher clotting activity, that combination is what makes type A's cardiovascular risk so dangerous and so fixable. I had a patient, 54, healthy weight, non-smoker, active. Heart attack, Tuesday morning, after a brutal month at work. Cortisol had been running at crisis levels for weeks. His platelets did exactly what his genetics told them to do. That's type A, unmanaged, under pressure. Your type A protocol. Check blood pressure every 6 months, not once a year. Cortisol-driven pressure builds silently in type A, and catching it early is the whole game. Build a daily cortisol reset. Doesn't need to be meditation. 10 minutes, phone off. 4 seconds in, 6 seconds out. Consistency beats duration. 5 minutes daily crushes 1 hour on weekends, because cortisol regulation is a daily process, not a weekend chore. And here's the one almost every doctor skips. Ask for a homocysteine check at your next blood panel. Type A trends toward elevated homocysteine, an amino acid that damages artery linings when high. The fix is simple: folate, B12, B6. Dark leafy greens, eggs, legumes. Cheap, targeted, effective. Type A, powerful immunity, elevated cardiac risk, hot baseline. Manage cortisol like it's a prescription, because for you, it is. Type B, the metabolic generalist. Type B is 15,000 years old, forged by nomadic populations crossing Central Asia and the Himalayas. Constant movement, constantly shifting food. The result? The most metabolically flexible immune system of any blood type. Salmon and yogurt one week, lentils and eggs the next. Your biology handles both without complaint. That's your superpower. But push a flexible system too hard and it overshoots. Type B shows statistically elevated rates of autoimmune conditions, rheumatoid arthritis, Hashimoto's, certain inflammatory bowel diseases, not rare, common in men in their 50s and 60s, and frequently missed for years because the early signs, fatigue, joint stiffness, mild digestive trouble, get written off as just aging. If you're type B and you've been dismissing those signals, look closer. For type B, the modern food environment is a calibration problem. Refined sugar, processed seed oils, ultra-processed food, these don't just add empty calories, they trigger systemic inflammation that erodes immune precision over time. Certain corn-based products and heavily processed wheat seem to hit type B especially hard. Your type B protocol. Get CRP, C-reactive protein, checked annually. It's your inflammation gauge. A consistent reading above 1 milligram per liter with no clear infection means your immune system is running hot, and it's time to find the trigger with your doctor. Cut processed food aggressively. Every health video says this. For type B, it's not generic advice, it's genetic instruction. Rotate your food sources. Variety isn't just tolerable for you, it's optimal. Lean into your design. Train with moderate, sustained movement. Cycling, swimming, hiking. High-intensity work without real recovery spikes inflammatory markers in type B harder than in other blood types. Type B, the most adaptable metabolism on Earth. Keep the immune system calibrated, and it protects you brilliantly.
Type AB, the newest blueprint, the most urgent warning. Type AB is roughly 1,000 years old, the youngest blood type in human history, born when A and B populations merged. It inherited immune tolerance from both sides, producing fewer inflammatory reactions to foreign cells, which lowers risk for certain gastric cancers. Genuinely protective there. But here's the number that matters most. If you're over 50, type AB carries an 82% higher risk of cognitive decline and memory impairment than type O. 82%. Sit with that. The mechanism is cerebral microcirculation. Type A, B's coagulation profile creates subtle, cumulative changes in blood flow through the brain's smallest vessels. Not big blockages, microscopic shifts in vessels thinner than a hair, compounding for decades. The result? Gradually reduced blood flow efficiency to the regions responsible for memory and executive function. This is small vessel disease, one of the primary drivers of age-related cognitive decline, including vascular dementia. Here's the good news buried in that bad news. Small vessel disease responds to the exact same habits that protect your heart. Protect one, you protect both. To be precise, this is elevated statistical risk, not a life sentence, but it's a clear signal with a clear plan attached. Your Type AB protocol. Treat brain health and heart health as one thing, because for you, they are. Blood pressure, blood sugar, cholesterol, these aren't just cardiac targets anymore. They're your primary cognitive defense. Get omega-3s, specifically DHA. It builds directly into neuron cell membranes, keeping them fluid and responsive. Low DHA means slower neuronal communication and less resistance to inflammatory damage. 2 servings of fatty fish weekly, salmon, mackerel, sardines, or talk to your doctor about a quality fish oil supplement. Sleep is non-negotiable. During deep sleep, your brain's glymphatic system clears amyloid plaque, the protein buildup linked to Alzheimer's. Think overnight cleanup crew. Under 6 hours, the crew doesn't finish and residue accumulates. Type AB individuals who chronically sleep under 6 hours show accelerated cognitive markers in long-term studies. 7 to 8 hours every night, your single most important daily habit. Challenge your brain on purpose. A new language, an instrument, dense analytical reading. Cognitive reserve is real. Genuine intellectual effort builds redundancy that offsets the circulation changes your blood type creates over time. Type AB, remarkable immune tolerance, and a brain that needs active defense starting now, not at 70. Quick recap. Type O, protect your gut, test for H. pylori, move every day. Type A, manage cortisol like medicine, check homocysteine. Type B, control inflammation, track CRP annually, rotate your foods. Type AB, heart health is brain health, prioritize sleep and omega-3s. Everyone, know your RH factor and make sure your doctor does too. One last question. What's your blood type, and does what I described actually match what you've lived? Drop it in the comments. I read everyone, and they shape what I cover next. If chronic fatigue or high blood pressure has been dogging you for years, I broke down the 3 most commonly missed causes in men over 45 in another video. Links below. Take care of yourself. You only get one body, and now you understand a little more about how yours actually runs.